going to set up oxyacetylene set. Procedure step by step. Okay. First, we're going to uncoil the hoses. Get the hoses out of the set. Drop them on the floor. Stretch them up. Make sure there's no kinks. Where the kinks are, like in your garden house with the water, if there is a kink, it will stop the flow. But it's the same with the gas. The important thing for you is to visually check if there is no damage on the hoses. I'm not going to spend that much time because it's 10 meters of the hoses. But I've inspected them about 10 times yesterday, so they are fine. The reason I stretch this off is because you need to keep those hoses away from your set when you're going to be working on it. Second thing, you need to check your valves on the torch if they are closed. Check your regulator valves anti-clockwise if they are closed. When they are, you can open cylinders. Doesn't matter which cylinder is getting open first. Acetylene cylinder getting open 1.5 turn. Because of the guard on the cylinder valve, difficult to move your hand 360. So you do 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. Oxygen cylinder, you're going to open 3/4 of the turn. Only as far as the spindle key will allow you to go. That's sufficient enough. Why are we doing like this? We open those valves like limited amount only for safety. Right, so it's easy and fast to turn it off when it's needed. Next step, we're going to adjust the working pressure. We've got 2 gauges here on each of the regulators. The gauge near the hose is the working pressure, and this is the content of the cylinder. So how much gas is inside of the cylinder. On the gauges, you've got bars and pounds per square inch. We are using pounds per square inch. Acetylene, we always open only 2 pounds per square inch for cutting. Adjusting it by turning the valve clockwise. Notice the one thing on the valves, that when they are not working, they're very loose. When you start feeling the resistance, this is when you start adding the pressure. That's moving slightly. That's it. That's about 2.5 maybe. And oxygen. Oxygen, we open 30 pounds per square inch. Next thing what we do, we need to open the valve of acetylene and check the working pressure. When you open that, leave it open, the pressure goes down. So on the open valve, adjust the pressure back again, 2 pounds per square inch, and close it. Do the same with oxygen. Open that valve, double check the pressure, it will go down, always does. Set up 30 pounds per square inch, close it again. Now the time is the time to start up the flame. So your gauntlets on obviously when you're going to be operating it. Use your flint gun to start it. Important information from your procedure sheets is if you open the valve of acetylene only 1/4 of a turn, you don't want the flame to blast big time. So just be gentle. You don't need to put the visors yet. As you can see, it produced the black smoke full of carbon. You need to open it until the black smoke changes into white one. Check the pressure again. Pressure didn't go down. So important information for you. When you are going to set up the flame, you always point your nozzle down, not to burn someone around you. Be safe, okay? Now we put the visors up. We adjust the oxygen. When we adjust the oxygen, we do it very gently. I do it sideways for you to see exactly what I'm doing. So there'll be a bright flame. The bright flame, we want this bright flame hide into the nozzle. Do it very gently, slowly. Hiding, hiding. There about we are. Next step is press the trigger, press the lever, and a final adjustment. You see a little bit of a white flame. Just push the oxygen, open it up a little bit more. And this, I've just moved the oxygen. Little move, and it's out of setting. This flame is an oxidizing flame. When you press the trigger, when you press your lever, this is when you are cooking it. So, little presentation for you. This flame, without pressing the lever, you position close to the metal on the edge of it, and you warm up the edge of the flame. When the plates get red hot, then you press the trigger and you can come on cooking. Okay, now finishing procedure. You always turn off acetylene first, then oxygen. If you turn off oxygen instead of acetylene first, you're going to hear a little pop. Sometimes it'll be louder, it depends on the pressure of the oxygen in the cylinder. Well, that's dangerous because it can cause blowback. So the flame can mix up inside of the head of the torch. It can travel, as you've seen on the video, and it can start melting those pipes. So make sure always start with the red valve and finish with the blue valve. Yeah, acetylene always first, and always first to start and first to finish. So I've done this. I've turned off the valve from the torch. Next step is got to turn off both cylinders off. Cylinder valves. Doesn't matter which one first. Get them turned off. You take off your gauntlets. Difficult to get the oxygen valve of the cylinder off. Now we need to get rid of the working pressure because there is some gas still left in the hoses. So we open, doesn't matter what's the sequence, one of the valves first. If we open the red one, we watch the acetylene, watch the gauges. Come close it, have a look. When you open that, the pressure goes down. When it hits the zero, close that back again. Same with the oxygen. That's it. Close the valve of the torch again. Now, next thing we have to do, we have to close the regulators valves. We close them anti-clockwise. The last step is to actually coil back the hoses on the set. Try to do them the way I do it, but it's easier. If you try to do it from the torch side, you're going to find out very difficult to do it. You need to hold the torch in your hand at all time. You cannot put it down. It's delicate equipment. It can be damaged. You can knock it. You don't want to destroy this equipment, so always hold it in your hand. We coil it back loose. That's very important because doesn't matter. It matters about the length of the hoses. Could be 10 meters, 20, 50, 100. When it comes to uncoil the hoses from the equipment, if they are tight, every time someone's using it and doing it tight, they're prone to damage, tear and wear. When it comes to undo it, you just can take them all out, throw it on the floor and stretch it up. If they are tightly coiled, there is no chance for you to do it, and you're gonna damage it in the time of using it. So, why is it important to don't forget about those valves of the regulators to be closed? Because when someone's going to open it, someone's not going to check it. Open the cylinder valves. There is a mechanism inside of the regulators, the little ball. You're going to travel under the pressure. It's going to hit that little piece of metal inside, and the pressure of the gas is pushing the ball, and it's moving those gauges, telling us how much gas is there for the working pressure. If they are open, and you open the valves, regulators, the cylinders valves, the ball is going to travel with a big speed, will bend that instrument and will damage the regulators. They will never show it again properly. So that's about it. Thank you for watching.
Like and subscribe.